Me and Garrett saw Whiplash, which is
not about Metallica. I found out.
Drew Barrymore movie.
I actually want to film a podcast about this.
Hey, this movie was fucking rad.
Me and Garrett saw Whiplash. That is probably one of my favorite movies I've seen in
a long time.
Wasn't it good?
Years.
Rocco, you loved it too.
It was that
so good.
That movie was phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. That was a 10 out of 10 for me.
I haven't watched a movie, had it end, and then sat there and went, "That was incredible. I loved it." Since There Will Be Blood. That was the last time I watched a movie like that and went, holy shit.
Hold on. Bonerman92 says, Whiplash was terrible, IMO.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Bonerman92.
And it was another testament to me not knowing anything, not even knowing what a single actor looked like.
Yeah.
And I went into it with that open mind, and it was just so fucking enjoyable.
I can't stress enough how much I enjoyed it. Like,
it was an accident that I ended up there. I was trying to go see
Inherent Vice.
Yeah, wanted to see Inherent Vice. It's fucking out of theaters already.
You can only see it at like Landmark. Whiplash, you can see it like an AMC.
Yeah.
I thought Inherent Vice was only in Landmark to begin with.
Nope.
It was limited at first, and then it was wide release. Now
and then it's already fucking gone.
Cool. I really wanted to see that in theaters, actually.
Yeah.
There's like 3 of them.
Yeah. The next movie I want to see is The Most Violent Year.
That looks really good.
That's everywhere on the 30th, but I think that you can go see it now at Landmark.
I don't know anything about that. What is that?
That you don't need to. It's about 1981 or 1980 in New York.
Hey,
the most violent
Rocco,
year.
It's your type of. It's a gangster.
Who's making it? Or like,
I don't remember who's making it, but Oscar Isaac is in it.
Oh, that! I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, I do want to see that.
Yeah.
I saw like a couple clips of that, and I was like, all right, I'm in. That was
it looks so good.
I saw the preview for it during Whiplash, and that's the first thing I thought. I was like,
did you get the
fucking Godfather?
Did you get the preview for Leviathan? The Russian?
No.
Oh, fuck.
I got there kind of late intentionally to miss previews.
That movie looks fucking... Like, Leviathan looks like...
Shut up.
Holy
Quest
shit.
Mason says There Will Be Blood sucked.
Cool.
I remember the first time I saw...
in case you missed
the first time I saw There Will Be Blood, I didn't like it, but then...
Oh, I didn't either.
On reflection, it was like, you know what? That was really good. I think it was just, I was watching it expecting to go somewhere, and it didn't go there, so I was like, well, that sucked.
Yeah. I was completely misled with that movie going into it. I was told it was one thing, and it wasn't that. It was over and over beat into my head that it was the story of some crazy guy going fucking crazy, and that was the whole movie. And like, I just had all these things told to me about it. It was like, okay, and it wasn't that at all, and it was exactly that. I felt betrayed, and then it was a month later. I was like, I'm still thinking about that movie. I should watch it again. And then I really enjoyed it the second time I watched it.
I remember watching There Will Be Blood and sitting there and going like, I just saw something that like, I felt the same way watching Whiplash. I was like affected by it. Like, it really had an impact on me. Every scene in that movie in Whiplash, I was like edge of my seat. I thought it was so good. It's so careful at moments, and then like so out of control.
Yeah.
Garrett saw it and then told me like, this movie is so adult, but not in a way where it's like, oh, sexual, like adult.
Yeah.
No, it is such an adult movie. It's incredible.
There were like,
oh my god,
there were like a couple couples on dates in the theater, and like some grandparents. That it was like an empty theater when I went.
It
to
was
see. No teenagers that are looking to see
And
movies
I know some people who saw it and didn't like it, and were like, that guy is such an asshole. Nothing is worth that. I didn't think that even.
I thought that was incredible.
Even in the end, and it's like, yeah, but you're not. He almost talks to you in the movie. He tells you that if you really understand, that what if you really, you know what I mean?
You don't have to like it. You're not made to like it.
If you really are that kind of person that understands going that far, you don't care about him being. You don't care about
What I love about Whiplash is what I didn't like about Nightcrawler, which was the stakes were so small that I felt like in Nightcrawler, he ends up doing this video stuff, and like his stakes are so low, he only wants to like get this thing started so he can like make a career. He just wants to find something to do.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wasn't on board with that, but the stakes for this kid, it was just like, I want to be the drummer. I want to be one of the greats. But in terms of how that affects kind of everything outward, I don't think the stakes are so high. Maybe for him, but then you had other characters in the movie who weren't so wrapped up in that. So I thought it was a really good example of keeping the stakes at a level where it meant so much to one person. Other people could see it, but didn't really
understand it.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought that was so interesting, and it was so straightforward. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I thought it was really, really fantastic.
And for my money, that is like one of my favorite endings in terms of just an ending, just that on its own.
It's a really
that ending to me was like, yep, that's how you end a fucking movie.
It's
awesome.
A really well written movie that's well acted, and the editing I thought was really, really incredible. And I had such a good time watching that movie. Like I honestly kind of can't wait to go see it again.
Yeah,
it was a real believable side of this New York City.
Yeah,
it looked.
But that's what I'm talking about with the editing. The beginning of that, didn't it feel like a '70s movie going like, "Hey, this is New York City." It was like bang, 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 bang. Oh fuck, this is rad. I had such a good. God,
it was just rooted in such a reality, such a comfortable place. Like it was a good movie.
I loved it. I had such a good time.
You know what was also what was surprising to me, and this kind of says something, is actually when the credits were rolling, I was actually surprised to see filmed on location in Los Angeles, California.
Was it really?
That was LA?
Like, that's almost like a dying thing. I mean, it's like you almost don't see that at the end of movies. It's like, filmed in Vancouver or New Zealand or da-da-da-da-da, and it was like, no, it was all in LA. It's like, you almost don't see that.
Yeah, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Hang on, I wanted to look this up because the guy who directed it, he wrote and directed it, Damien Chazelle. His other credits are The Last Exorcism Part 2. Like, that's what he's done.
Wow.
He hasn't done a lot of stuff, and then it's like...
Step the fuck up.
It's kind of like produced a couple of things, did some soundtrack and cinematography stuff, and then it was...
It happens to a lot of people. James Cameron's first movie was Piranha 2.
Yeah, see, and I think it was just him getting his foot in the door and then doing something and showing that he can do something really incredible, because Whiplash was... Man, fuck, I love that movie. I can't say it enough.
It's so well acted, too, by... both leads.
Miles Teller as the lead character was so believable.
Is he kind of an unknown guy? I mean, I think
you know
a really
what?
big appeal for me.
He's in Divergent, like that shitty, like that teen movie.
Yeah.
And I think that he probably didn't want to keep doing those and wanted to do something else.
Yeah.
What a fucking awesome drummer that kid is.
Yeah.
And then
really awesome.
What's his name? J.K. Simmons.
I've always liked
J. Jonah Jameson was man. So good, so good. Paul Reiser's in it.
Dude,
Put Paul Reiser.
Hey, I was
I'm mad about him. Hell yeah. What's up, Paul Reiser?
Paul Reiser was great. He gets mad that he put raisinets in the popcorn.
I just eat around him.
I just eat around him. Why didn't you tell me you don't like those? I put them in the...
But I thought that was a really good scene in the characters. I thought every scene with his dad was a great character scene of
his
where he comes from, why he doesn't want to be there, how he sees his dad get kind of walked on or whatever, and he doesn't want that to be his life. I thought every scene with his dad was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Really good. Character-driven stories are
Hey, now let me ask you, Eric, your opinion.
Yeah.
You saw way back. You saw Gone Girl.
I did.
You like Gone Girl.
I
like Gone Girl. I loved it a lot. Are you surprised that's not nominated for anything, or you think no? Okay, whatever. Now, what's the actress is nominated?
But that's
She's
it.
nominated. That's really it.
It wasn't nominated for Best Picture.
Nothing.
That's kind of surprising.
Not even soundtrack.
Really?
And I was even surprised. I thought they would at least get that.
I thought there were
Trent,
moments
what
where
are
the
you
soundtrack
doing?
was incredible.
Yeah.
I thought there were moments where the music was really harrowing, inside of scenes, where it was setting you up for stuff that you kind of knew it was coming, but then it didn't, and then maybe it went a different way, but then it maybe went that way.
I completely agree.
Well, those guys have been nominated for Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and then what was
Didn't they win for Social Network?
Social Network won, yeah.
They won.
That's Ross and Trent Reznor.
That's kind of surprising they didn't get nominated for what was nominated for Best Picture? Birdman, Whiplash,
Birdman, Whiplash, the
Boyhood.
I
still want to see that.
The Theory of Everything. The Grand Budapest Hotel, the Code Man. What was the guy's name?
Grand Budapest Hotel was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that too in a way. I really like that.
What's his name? Cumberbatch. What's his name?
Imitation Game.
Imitation Game. Selma?
Yeah.
Selma.
I think that
might be it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I'm surprised Grand Budapest Hotel got it. I watched
a lot of nominations though.
Well, it's good. Circles.
Cool.
Oh, fuck you.
That was nominated for the most Academy Awards.
I think that
What?
it's tied
Yeah, it was.
between
Budapest
that and
Hotel?
It's got like 8
They made up a
names.
new award to nominate it for greatest movie ever.
That and
I think it's gonna win because it's the only thing.
Hey,
nominated.
I don't get you. Somebody's gonna have to explain to me how it's any better than any of his other movies.
that is what I can't. I loved the
Okay,
okay.
Yeah, no, Sean's gonna. Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
the
please.
music's better.
Uh-huh.
The acting's better.
Uh-huh.
The circles are more perfect.
There's more perfect?
It's more perfectly symmetrical.
Are there things?
Sean.
Are there
I thought
shots
Sean
more
was
in the
about to
middle?
explain.
Sean was
He
about
still
to explain.
can.
Yeah, Sean, you can still explain.
No.
I want to know.
I legitimately want to
I genuinely want to know. I
Come
think
and defend this movie with me because I love it.
I just want to talk.
Then
talk.
I do. I want to.
Then do it. You're doing it now.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna. Okay. This movie is the same. I love all of his movies. I like it.
Okay.
A lot of people don't.
I had a good time
A
with it.
lot of people don't like his movies. That's fine. I love his movies. I think they're cool. I would love to be there when he shoots his movies. I want to see how he does it because every shot is so perfect. I like it. But the movie is the same as all of his other movies. I have no idea why this one stands out more than the other
Yeah,
ones.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
That's what I've heard a lot.
I haven't
I
seen.
feel like they finally this was kind of maybe a dead year, and let's recognize this guy because he did a good job.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
It
don't
just
know.
felt like all of his other movies.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with his
No.
movies.
Yeah.
You know what
They're
you're
fi-
walking into
They're
when you see
they're
Wes Anderson
fine.
movie.
They're fine for a Wes Anderson movie. Like, oh, that was cute, but I'm not drawn to that.
So can I finish?
Please.
The color palette was really good.
Uh-huh.
The clothes were interesting.
Uh-huh.
I liked the way they smoke their cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
Did you see the picture of the map? That was interesting.
You know what? A lot of people had mustaches.
There you go.
Oh.
I didn't even think about. That's why.
But they also
unconsciously.
But they also
Oh,
do
no.
that. They also do in what's his name? Montpellier. What's his name? The movie that just came out.
Mordecai.
Mordecai.
Yeah.
Why isn't that nominated?
I can tell you what. You want me to tell you why?
Yeah.
Bill Murray's not in it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They got Bill Murray.
I heard Mordecai was an embarrassing piece of shit. Did anybody see?
Hang on, from Johnny Depp? I don't believe it.
There was like I want to say New York Times article about how what has Johnny Depp done? Like
Since Pirates of the
Yeah, that
Caribbean.
looked
yeah,
like a piece of shit.
but they're saying he's doing this and another Pirates of the Caribbean next year. It's like what is he doing?
No one fucking cares
Ow,
about
my
that.
lip.
Oh my god.
Fucking
I'm like-
right, you uppercutted my fat lip.
I don't get why people are still drawn to Johnny Depp because I don't know that he's made anything.
He made
Yeah.
Transcendence, and that went really badly for him, I think.
Well,
And
there,
then-
there you have it.
You know-
American whatever #1 gangster, Public Enemy.
American whatever number one
American
gangster.
number one
Public
gangster.
Enemy.
I got it. It was there somewhere, rattling around.
Pirates.
You just had to dig it up.
That was not that great.
One of the best jokes in this
What
last
color
season.
scheme is that?
Hey, I want to
This is
say one of the
alternate
best
podcast,
jokes in
right?
this last season of South Park was when
it's better.
I think it was Cartman made himself appear in every
me up.
digital place he could, like every screen, everywhere, and he said, "I am inside your computer, just like that movie Transcendence.
Look, I'm
It's not as
bleeding.
bad as everyone said it was." And they kept running with that gag. That was really fun.
Wait, that was the episode with PewDiePie, right?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, PewDiePie.
No,
was in that
my
episode.
fucking god.
Look,
It was
Eric-
really good.
I think
I'm
it's
fucking
awesome.
bleeding.
I'm sorry, brother.
Eric kicked me with Ryu in the
Yeah.
lip.
I'll throw in.
Okay, well you interrupted PewDiePie talk,
Yeah.
so you deserve it
Eric, I'm gonna
retroactively.
confiscate that if you keep
Well,
hitting
I've got a
your brother.
fucking medical situation now. It's blood.
Um,
This is like in a
Do you, want me
fighting.
to, do you want me to suck it out the way Rocco sucks out vaccine?
No, I want to like.
describe how you suck vaccine. You're an anti.
I want to be like
You suck
Oh.
it out of children. Once if you see a needle go in, you'll be on it like a snake bite. sucking
Yeah.
your gun
as
out.
if I were Bruce Lee, you know, and like I
hilarious.
just take the
It was
punch
hilarious.
and now I check my finger and I look for the blood.
Hey,
And I see it and I
serious
become
question
enraged.
for a moment. I've never seen a PewDiePie video. Which one do I start with?
Don't.
You just watch it.
Just don't.
They're not.
Yeah, what's the best
Okay,
place?
okay,
Can
I asked for a serious answer.
Oh, that's
is the
it. That's
best
a
place to
100%
start with
serious answer.
PewDiePie?
Serious answer, don't.
That's
Don't
it.
bother.
It's,
What's the one with the most views? Anybody?
I don't know.
Does he have a let's
some
play
funny
with Ray or
stuff,
something?
montage.
Well, you try to get into somebody, you try to do the right thing, you get shit on.
I gave you a serious answer.
He's
He
an
really has a
achievement hunter,
video called,
right?
Like some funny stuff montage.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Okay, thank you. I'm checking that
and
out.
it's just the best of.
Well,
I saw one where he tried to play survival games, but they were all really bad. So it was just 2.5 minutes of him talking about how bad these games were, and it's like, okay.
Hey, maybe people
for
at
you.
home can